Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tia Rahmadamayanti. I am from 3B2 class. Here I want an English speech by J.K. Rowling. President Falls, members of the Harvard Corporation and the Board of Overseers, members of the faculty, professors, and above all, graduates. The first thing I would like to say is thank you. Not only has Harvard given me an extraordinary honor, but the weeks of the fear and noise I have endured at the thought of giving this commencement address have made me lose weight. A win-win situation. Now all I have to do is take deep breaths, squint at the red banners, and convince myself that I'm at the world's largest Gryffindor reunion. Delivering a commencement address is a great responsibility. Also, I talk until I cast my mind back to my own graduation. The commencement speaker that day was the distinguished British philosopher Baroness Mary Wemmick. Reflecting on her speech has helped me enormously in reading this one, because it turns out that I can't remember a single word she said. This liberating discovery enabled me to process without any fear that I might inadvertently influence you to abandon promising careers in business, the law, or politics for the giddy delights of becoming a gay wizard. You see, if all you remember in years to come is the gay wizard joke, I've come out ahead of Bernice Mary Warnock. Achievable goals, the first step to self-improvement. Actually, I have racked my mind and heard for what I thought to say to you today. I have asked myself what I wished I had known at my own graduation, and what important lesson I have learned in the 21 years that have expired between that day and this. I have come up with two answers. On this wonderful day when we are gathered together to celebrate your academic success, I have decided to talk to you about the benefit of a failure. And as you stand on the threshold of what is sometimes called a real life, I want to extol the crucial importance of imagination. This may seem quixotic or paradoxical choice, but please bear with me. Looking back at 20-year-old that I was at graduation is a slightly uncomfortable experience for the 42 years old that has become. Half my lifetime ago, I was struggling an uneasy balance between the ambition I had for myself and what those closest to me expected of me. I was convinced that the only thing I want to do ever was to write novels. However, my parents, both of whom come from impoverished backgrounds and neither of whom had been to college, took the view that my overactive imagination was an amazing personal quirk that would never pay a mortgage or secure or pension. I know that the irony strikes with the force of a cartoon anvil now. So they hoped that I would take a vocational degree, I want literature. I conformist was richer that in prospect satisfied nobody, and I went up to study modern language. Hardly had my parents' car round the corner at the end of the road than I dictated German and scooted off down the classic corridor. I cannot remember telling my parents that I was studying classes. They might well have found out of the first time on graduation day. Of all the subjects on this planet, I think they would have been hard put to name one less useful than Greek mythology when it comes to securing the case to an executive bedroom. I would like to make it clear, in parentheses, that I do not blame my parents for that point of view. There is an expiry date on blaming your parents for steering you with you in the wrong direction. The moment you are old enough to take the wheel, responsibility lies with you. What is more, I cannot criticize my parents for hoping that I would never experience poverty. They had been poor themselves, and I have since been poor, and I have quite agreed with them that it is not a ennobling experience. Poverty entails fear and stress and something depression. It means a thousand pretty humiliations and hardships. Climbing out of poverty by your own efforts. That it that is indeed something on which to write yourself, but poverty itself is a romantic seat only by fools. What I feared most for myself at your age was not poverty, but failure. At your age, in spite of a distinct lack of motivation at university, where I had spent far too long in the coffee bar reading stories and far too little time at lectures, I had a knack for passing examinations, and that for years had been the measure of success in my life and that of my peers. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.